Lost in the darkness, searching for a way. Addiction had its grip, I couldn't find the light of day. But then I found the path of healing, holistic and divine. Connecting with my spirit journey, that was mine. Goodbye, Danny, that was funny, that was fine. We talk about everything, some of it might piss you off, but you're here for a reason. Let's heal and never stop. Through tarot, reiki, stones, and light language, we'll find our way. Herbal therapy, meditation, sound healing every single day. Expansion of spiritual gifts, a magical experience. Connected to the source, our souls in perfect resonance. Sharing with our tribe, they show us what we need to become the best versions. Our spirits we will feed. So like, share and subscribe. Join us on this path. Healing, growing, learning. Let's face life's aftermath. Together we wear eyes. Our souls will soar so high. Connecting with the divine. Our spirits never die.
Good evening. How are we? I know it's late, and the sun is down, but we've got a great one for today with all that shit going on there. We're gonna find out how to deal with it. Stay tuned.
We talk about everything, some of it might piss you off, but you're here for a reason. Let's heal and never stop. Through tarot, reiki, stones, and light language, we'll find our way. Herbal therapy, meditation, sound healing every single day.
Sitting back, relaxing in the deep. Spring breeze blowing, feeling so free. Learning new things, growing every day. Getting right, the spirit finding our way. In Detroit, where the motor city hums. Under the sun, where the cool breeze comes. Life's a journey, taking it slow. In the heart of the city, watching my soul grow. Feeling the rhythm of the city streets. With every step my spirit meets. The history, the struggle, the pride in Detroit, where my heart resides. So here's to the deep, where I find my peace. In the spring breeze, my worries cease. Learning and growing day by day. In Detroit, Michigan, I'm here to stay. Detroit, where the motor city hums. Under the sun, where the cool breeze comes. In the quiet of the night, I hear your voice, whispering through the past. We made our choice. Broken hearts and shattered dreams, we let them go. In the light of dawn, our true selves show. We walked through fire, felt the burn, but in the ashes we learned. Forgiveness is the key to set us free. Acceptance is the path to who we're meant to be. Forgive the pain, let it fade away. Embrace the love in the light of day. We're stronger now with every scar. Acceptance heals no matter how far. So here we stand, hand in hand. Forgiveness and acceptance, no matter how far. So here we stand, hand in hand. Forgiveness and acceptance, a promised land.
what I wish I knew about forgiveness instead of resentment. How freeing acceptance could be instead of holding on to pain. Forgiving isn't just about saying, it's okay. It's about healing a wound within ourselves. It's tough because it forces us to face the pain, acknowledge it, and then let it go. That's not just hard, it's often scary. Acceptance? That's about peace. It's realizing that things might not change, but we can. It's about not letting our past control our future. So, why is it so hard? Because it requires a huge amount of courage and strength. But remember, forgiving and accepting doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing to move forward. Each step in forgiveness and acceptance is a step towards a lighter, freer you. So, take that step, because you deserve peace.
Everybody is looking for peace, right? But peace starts with letting go. Here's how you can start forgiving and accepting and find that peace. Forgiveness isn't just a word, it's a pathway to peace. Start by writing a letter. Not to send, but to express what you feel. Pour out your anger, your sadness, your disappointment. Then take a deep breath and write what you learned from the experience. Recognize the growth. Next, practice empathy. Try to see the situation from the other person's shoes. Not easy, I know, but understanding their perspective can sometimes turn the page for you. And remember, talking helps. Share your feelings with someone you trust. Sometimes just voicing your feelings can lighten your burden. Lastly, commit to letting go. Each morning, remind yourself that today is a new day, a step away from the past and a step towards peace. Forgiveness is a journey, not a destination, and every small step counts.
Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely it does. I have a couple more videos to show you after that. I want to share a screen with you real quick, and then we're going to go back to these other things. And we are going to get some cards in this and get some spirit messages to go along with these videos. So stay tuned, stay tuned. But we do have one that I would like you guys to share real quick.
Am I the only one that didn't know how much judgment weighs us down? Or why are there not more people talking about the judging others can feel automatic, like a reflex. But here's the kicker. When we judge, we actually cage ourselves in negativity. Imagine carrying a backpack full of rocks. That's judgment. Each rock represents a negative thought about others. Now, picture yourself tossing these rocks out one by one. Feel lighter? That's the magic of releasing judgment. Letting go doesn't just free others from our unfair assessments. It liberates us. It opens up space for understanding, kindness, and genuine connections. Start small. Next time you find yourself judging, take a deep breath and look for something positive. It's about seeing the world not just as it is, but as it could. Perspective transform your life. Let's drop the judgment and pick up peace.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're working. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this bitch is working on getting new stuff so we don't have all these boo-boo laws. But you got to start somewhere, right? Right? Listen, I am grateful, absolutely grateful, because without what I have now, I wouldn't be where I am now. So, listen, we all gotta start somewhere, and we gotta go. Like, who the fuck is gonna stay in kindergarten in diapers? But anyway, I hope it's not both. If your kid is in diapers in kindergarten, darling, you need more than talking to me. I'm just saying, no judgment here. I'm just saying that you need some assistance. You need to get you some help. If your kid's carrying diapers to school, there's something you're missing. Listen. Look, listen. There are mothers out there that are just, they love their kids so much they got a breastfeeding at 7. No judgment. But let me ask you something. How do titties feel? I mean, like, are there any sensations left in them motherfuckers after 7 years? God damn, dude. I mean, and God damn. She definitely don't have to worry about milk for coffee. You got a kid around. Listen, but really, that shit doesn't taste very good. Don't try it at home. I'm gonna let you know now. Don't try that shit at home. It's not. It tastes better than formula. No, I will say it tastes better than formula, but it's still. Get you some goat milk, some cow milk. You'll be all right. Anyway, yes, I did. I breastfed all 4 of my babies. That was the weirdest experience I think I have ever had to this day. It was the most amazing experience. I'm not saying that. But the first time you ever see that milk just shoot out of your titty into that breast pump. Like, you know, the one thing when it's a kid, but then you got the breast pump. And you got to pump in order to get your breast, like my kids ate. So, like, when they weren't eating, I was pumping. And it still wasn't enough. I still couldn't pump enough for them babies. My babies are hungry babies. Listen, I don't think any of them are skinny. I'm going to just put that out there. They all love food. Listen, they don't fall too far from the apple, that's for sure. First time I ever seen that shit about, I was hollering all over the house. I was sitting on my bed, I had a thing, I was just like, oh my God, do you see this? Oh my God! Oh my God! Like, yeah, Jennifer. Like, this doesn't flip you out? No. But you're having an awful lot of fun. I am. Listen, this bitch has a plus taking a shit. Okay, so if you need to learn how to be happy in your own, I can show you how. No joke. I mean, listen, y'all know I make taking a shit fun. We're about to do that shit for the rest of our lives. Listen, fuck all that goddamn sour puss and blah, god, blah, blah, blah. Look, I've been reading, I've been seeing, I've been listening. I know what the fuck is going on. It ain't nothing new. It's just beginning for some, and it's about over for others. At this point, it really ain't none of our business. Except that we have to overcome this shit. Because there's a lot of people out there that a lot of people looked up to. That shit's about to fade. And I need you guys to rise above it, because these people, here's where they're at. This is the empath part that you're gonna go, God damn it. Why do I have to be fucking godly? Because you want to kind of hate these people. You really fucking do. You want to hate these people. But then all you can do is go, you seriously need some mental assistance. I mean, like, for real. There's some mental assistance that really needs to take place. Again, 98% of us, we are not equipped to handle that shit, so don't step up and try and take that plate. Do not do that. It is not up to us. It is not our responsibility. What we need to do is grow from it and roll the fuck on from it. And that's why I'm here right fucking now. Because this shit is about to blow up. And I know that the media is going to get paid fucking hoo-ah. Listen, there are victims in this. There are people that got hurt. There are people that lost their lives. There are people that are not going to say anything that went through some of the same shit with those same fucking people. And you don't know if one day you running your mouth about all that stuff and talking about, because you don't know. Here's the deal. Some of these victims, they just wanted to be a star. They just wanted to be seen. And they just wanted to be heard. They just wanted to be loved. Okay? And the people causing these problems, bottom line, it's the same thing. As much as you don't want that to be, it is. Bottom line, they just didn't know how to deal with it, handle it. I'm not making excuses for anybody. There's no fucking excuse for the shit that I saw. There's no fucking excuse. Dude, like, fuck no, dude. Fuck no. I mean, like, the human in me wants somebody to just fucking bash your head in with an iron skillet until it comes close to bleeding. Wait till you say, well, I got a headache. Wait until that headache's all deep, 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 deep. Like, if I keep going, I'll get cut off. Listen, you don't want me to go there. You're a mean man. But we're going to forgive you and we're going to keep moving on. You're not the only one. That's another thing. Everybody's punching one motherfucker in the mouth. But you're forgetting the fact that he didn't have those parties all by himself. Now, you're not none of my business. You didn't do nothing to me, and I'm not out to get you. But everybody needs to heal from all this shit. And we're not about to go in a spin whirl of trying to get vengeance. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let the cops take care of however they're going to handle this shit. For the rest of us, we need to take lessons. We need to remember how this feels right now. And we need to continue moving forward, knowing that if you are doing the drugs and the drinking, you take a chance on being at another P. Diddy party. Is that really what you want? I don't think so. I mean, I'm not sure if anybody would show up right now, but I mean, there's still some out there who don't know. So it's important for us to take heed to these different things and realize that yes, drugs and alcohol played a huge fucking part in being able to get away with all of this for as long as it was being gotten away with. How many kids lost their not just virginity but their innocence? Those poor babies, more than anything. I mean, honestly, we have to overcome all this for these babies because they're already in these. You're really none of my business, but my heart goes out to so many of you. Because watching what has happened to you, comparatively speaking to what happened in my life, ain't shit. And a lot of you did it without being able to say anything or do anything about it. And you had to do it. I'm so sorry, babies, that you even had to feel like you had to choose that kind of shit to fulfill your dreams. Like, my God, dude. But this is all the beginning of something very special, okay? So I need all of the people out here who want to ramp and rave and be mean and hateful and disrespectful. Don't do it. We need to turn this into something positive. Let the cops handle the rest of it. If you have any information, let it be known. If you don't, stay the fuck out of it and be supportive to the people involved in it. If you can't be supportive, stay the fuck out of it. Because there's so much we do not know. And people involved that will never say so. That are hurting in ways that we'll never be able to probably help them out of that hole. For those of you who have been victimized by this situation in any way that you have, you need to understand that you were the victim. But now you're the survivor. And you must carry on. If for any other reason to say, these people did not and will not get the best of me, because I am made of God. And nobody can touch that, no matter what. I want you to stand up in your depths of darkness and having to go over this shit over and over and over again. Dude, I know what it's like to repeat the fucking worst parts of your life, dude. Every day, I know. I know. I'm a mother who lost her kids, and they're still alive, and I'm grateful for that. But there's not a day that goes by that I don't remember the days that they were taken. So, I know the feeling when it comes to certain things, when it comes to pain, and when it comes to having to overcome that hate, that aggressive, I just want to just bash your fucking heads in. But at the same time, you're like, but I'm too godly for that. Can you just get some fucking help with yourself? Because like at the end of the day, I'm not that one that, unless it's your life or mine, I'm not gonna pull that trigger. I'm not gonna fucking, unless you are hitting me and it's a life or death matter, it's a your ass or my ass type of thing, I'm not gonna fucking pick up and try to fight with you, man. I'm not that person. But I'm not gonna stand back and let you hit me either. I can't imagine the fucking pain that people have had to go through just to become famous, man. In all the years that I cried and I whined, just the last 2 years, dude, I've been like, blah, 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 you're fucking with this. And I'm just like, God damn. I know for a fact that I was so fucking saved by the rejections and the misunderstandings and the, oh, you think you're too good for us. No, honey, I think my path is different than yours. You could be on a similar path, but holy shit, dude. I can't imagine. I don't want to imagine, and I'm grateful for every opportunity that I did not have to deal with the oppression of being famous. The only gift I can give you is how to come through it properly with your head, your heart, and your mind, and your soul intact. Knowing that even the person or persons that have been a part of it, no matter which side, if you go with God and not keep committing stupid fucking crimes, you could overcome all of this. And you're not going to get a parade of, oh, you're forgiven right away. But this is one of those moments that I'm glad I'm not God. I'm glad that I'm not God. Because you're a child of God. You're children of God. I'm a child of God. Hence the sign that you need to hear this. And you chose to do some of the most horrific things. And Daddy wonders, how do you come up with it? What part of your imagination came up with it's okay to treat people the way that you did, the way that you have, the way that you are, and have no remorse? That's why it's important for the rest of us to understand that people that do these things, in many cases, they don't think like those of us who have issues with it. So hating on them, despising them, or nitpicking their future, their past, or their present is only going to cause you pain, because they don't think the same. They don't act the same, and it doesn't affect them the same. If you can do stuff like that, first and foremost, you've got to be fucked up on some kind of drug, man. I mean, like, that's my personal opinion. That's not a spirit opinion. That's my personal opinion. Like, how do you, I don't understand it. It's not meant for me to understand. I don't have that button. I'm grateful for that. I'm not going to ask for that button. But I am going to figure out how to move around that button, because obviously people have that button. I mean, like, my stepdad had that button, you know. So, like, I understand where some of you are coming from, especially the kids. Listen, my dad was a P. Diddy, okay? My stepdad was a P. Diddy. So even though I was taken out of that situation at a very young age, the only experience that I have with my dad are brutal moments. The cocaine parties, the just not good. Like, the last time that I saw my dad, I believe was while I was going to car repair. But I won't ever be told that that's a fact. I'll be told, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, because he was supposedly dead. That dude, he's not really my dad, he's my stepdad, but I grew up thinking he was. Anyway, backstory. Anyway, it took me a long time, and even sometimes I regress forgiving that man, because the only things that I do remember really about that man aren't good things. But if I spent all of my days crying and whining about those days of my life, I wouldn't have the time to appreciate the fact that I made it through that time of my life. And that's what you guys need to take into consideration as well. Sure, there's a lot of hard times out there, but they don't have to stay hard. They don't have to be hard for very long. And you don't have to feel like a victim throughout the situation in order to feel like you're being successful. Because in more cases than not, when you're being put through a difficult situation, it's not for you to dim, it's for you to grow. You never come out of a situation stupid. Like, I've never met anybody that went through a difficult situation more stupid than they went in it. I can honestly say, I've even met some stupid, and you know, you can't fix stupid. Stupid is stupid. You can't fix that shit. You can add to it, you can dress it up, but stupid is stupid. And I've seen some stupid people go through some shit and actually gain some intelligence. So maybe, I guess, you can fix stupid. It just takes a minute and a lot of hard work and patience. I guess you can fix stupid. Huh. Look at there. Look, Daddy gave us a way to fix everything. We can even fix stupid these days. What do you know? Listen. Every day's a lesson. Oh, in the spirit world. Listen. Oh my goodness. We've got to overcome this shit, okay? We really do. Close that shit up. Fucking put your parks out in the middle of fucking where everybody can see them. Put goddamn watches on your babies. Taps on their toes. And when I say taps on the toes, I mean, for fuck's sake, you gotta listen. Oh my God, I used to hate my grandpa used to tap dance. And so as soon as he told me the story that he used to tap dance, I had to have tap dance shoes. I had to have tap dance shoes. Whoo, Lord, listen. Ain't nothing like dinner and Jennifer and tap shoes. Listen. You want to make sure you know where your kids are going? Get you a project home and tap shoes. You will never wonder where your kids are going. You'll never wonder. You keep them kidnappers away too. They'll spend 20 minutes with them tap shoe kids. Yeah, listen, anyway. We figure out how to put a little bit of metal under our kids that, where if they try to make them take them tap shoes off, they still got metal in their feet. So if they try to take them somewhere, it still clicks to the point that they get on their nerves. Well, you don't want them to get on nerves, never mind. Maybe they'll just, they see the tap shoes, that's not your kid, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, that's not your kid, man. Leave it alone, It's not your kid. Listen. I'm just saying. Now, listen. I was going to bring out Archangel Michael. He's already here. We're already talking about what we need to be talking about. I'm not going to make this real long. Hell yeah, I'm smoking. I'm supposed to be quitting on the 1st. But wait, listen. Yes, I am. Boy, listen. Oh, boy. I don't want to. I really don't want to. But I really know I need to. Update. I also need to put this out here before I forget. We're trying to simplify things because they were getting really crowded and expenses were getting pretty hefty. We're trying to be simplistic on this channel, have a little fun, but also be able to be in spirit and happiness without having to have a lot to get in it. And that way when the rest of it comes in, you'll be appreciative of it more. And I say that because on this channel, we're trying to learn how to be able to bring Earth into all of this. Bring the skies into all of this. Oh! But in a way where it's from inside. Like, you don't have to do. We are moving from, how do I explain it? Okay. We're moving from having to spend a lot of time focused on getting our bodies into shape, because we are teaching our children now. See the shift, y'all, listen. We are shifting into this energy of where we're teaching our children how to take care of themselves, how to take care of their bodies, how to manage their emotions, how to be good people, how not to drink, not to do drugs. We're educating our children. They're making more money and they're becoming stable before they become 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm an ass. I bitch about the girls being young, because in my eyes, you know, a girl shouldn't be sleeping around till she's 25. That's me as a mom. That's me as a woman. That's me as a worthiness of your soul, your spirit, your mind, your body, your comprehension of what the fuck is going on when you have that first time of sex with someone. I encourage everybody out there, if you have not had sex yet, wait until you are 25. Please. I will tomorrow. We've also got to do other stuff too. But tomorrow I will I'll get everything situated so I don't forget. If I don't do it tomorrow, then I'll forget. Tomorrow I will give you some information on how that works. And then Wednesday or Thursday, okay, we're going to push the chakras up until next Monday, because that way we'll have 5 days to do it. And this week we're going to work on our spirit and get ourselves ready for working on the next level of chakras. So this week, what we're going to be doing, listen, I may, okay. I know I make promises and I don't always keep them, and I know I'm not always steady. I do the best that I can, and I appreciate your honesty and your acceptance for how I handle and do things. I get it out there when I can, how I'm supposed to. And I appreciate you taking the time to be a part of it. And I want you to learn from it. And if you have any ideas, please do let me know. This is all completely God-guided stuff that sometimes I have a hard time wondering if I'm supposed to be sharing it or not. And sometimes I think that maybe I share too much. But I think I'm supposed to be doing exactly what I am right now. I need you to take the time to be loving on yourself and loving on your children and teaching them how to love on themselves. I need you to take the time to understand that spending a whole bunch of money on herbs and medications and exercise programs and all these different things that, like, I don't need anybody hating on me, so don't think that's what I'm trying to go after. I'm trying to help you get ready, because this is what's coming, okay? It is going to be like second nature for people to listen to music without words in it. People are shifting into making music like that more often. And yes, I'm making music with words in it. Yes, music with words in it will always exist. But it's gonna be shifted. And it's not gonna be as resonant as time goes on. That music will genuinely help a lot of people out here that are turning it away because, oh, it's not my rap or my rock and I just can't handle it. But you're bitching about the headaches that you're getting. If you put that music on for just 30 minutes, those headaches that you're getting will be gone. God is trying to open you up to different channels, different scenes, and different viewpoints of what you're seeing. And the only way to do that is to rock your boat. And the only way to do that is to shift the way that you're receiving your information. Therefore, I will be mixing in music that has lyrics and music that does not have lyrics in it. I want you to share this. I'm not going to put anything out here I don't believe your children should be listening to either. If it's on here, your children should be listening to it too. Could be listening to it too. There's nothing on here your children can't be listening to. If they're going to be a part of the world, they need to know what world they're being a part of. Hiding things from the children is a part of why this world is a mess. Pretending things are what they are is another reason why things are a mess. And taking so much time to clean up these messes is going to cease to exist, because the messes are going to cease to exist. And when they do, you're going to be filling your time with other things, other desires, other ways of being, even traveling. The things that you love today, that you're afraid of saying goodbye to today, are going to be mediocre to you 2 years from now. It's that close. 2 years from now, everything that you're trying to make sure that you hold on to and find a way to keep in your system or in your shit, it's all about to go to fuck off. Because you're about to be able to start exploring things nobody's ever heard of. But in order to do that, you have to take the time to shift your perception and your way of living, period. Like, a lot of people take an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5, 6, 7 hours a day. Some people spend an entire day working out. Like it's a job for them to work out every day. Do you know what you're missing out on? Do you know that by doing that to your body, you're taking time out of your body? Your body is supposed to be flexible, but it's also supposed to be in a way that you glide through life. You can explore the depths of realities that only you can see, feel, touch, and hear, and then some you can share. And in order to do that, you have to start taking care of yourself properly. That's why it's important to include the children in these things. Please include your children. They are the future. And if they don't know what's going on, they can't help or maneuver shit around so that they can survive too. Because what if something happens to you? They need to know what to do. They need to know how to handle things. And the way that we've been handling things isn't the way for them to be learning. But over the last few years, people have been popping out of new ways of being able to handle things that are more peaceful, enlightening, and bringing abundance in ways that nobody expected. All the different alien movements that I told you guys about last year, that's because the vibration is shifting. 4422. I I can't shift the vibration if you're not doing the stuff that it takes to shift the vibration. I'm only one person. It is together that we take the steps necessary to shift the vibration. So do it doesn't do a bit of good for me to be on here and shift my vibration if nobody else around me shifting the vibration. You know what I'm saying? But you guys are shifting your vibration. You're finding your worth. You're finding your value. You're learning that you don't have to be sad to fulfill your dreams. You're learning that you don't have to put up with things that hurt you. We are learning that the things that have been done to us were just that. They didn't break us, they didn't make us, and they didn't label us. We did it for ourselves. And through all of it, each one of us had found love somehow. So in the end, it's okay. If you have your kids tonight, I want you to love on them, I want you to hug on them, I want you to appreciate them, I want you to value them. I want you to take a moment in your life tonight. If you're drinking and you're doing drugs, especially if you have your children, I'm talking to you. I don't care what your income, I don't care who you are, I don't care what your name is, I don't give a fuck what your accomplishments are. I'm talking to you, if you're listening. 4850, 4650. If you're doing drugs right now, and you have children, and they're in your custody, I want you to go right now. I know I'm in your ear. Take the phone with you. Take it with you. Come on. Get up. Get up. 10:17. Get up. Go check your kids. You can put those books down. Go check your kids. They're sleeping, huh? What would happen to those babies that you're looking at right now? Don't stop looking. Don't go walking back to you're not done yet. Get back over there and fucking look at your kids. You're not done yet. Don't you walk away. I want you to keep looking at your kids. Now, I don't know what your DOC is. And for those of you who don't know what a DOC is, it's your drug of choice. I don't know what your drug of choice is. I don't care. But what I care about is I want you to 1 minute look at your kid right now. How much does it cost for that? One use. For that one use. But Jennifer, you don't understand. I need it. You don't understand. I have to have it. You don't understand. Jennifer, you don't understand. Are you still looking at your kid? If you're not, you need to. I have diseases. I have metal. I have plastic. And I have bones that didn't heal correct. I'm 7 years clean, and I have reasons to be a drug addict. I need you to make the choice right now that your child's worth is based on your worth, and your worth is much more than that drug has been telling you are. Every bit of money that you get to save by not spending it on that drug, you get to spend it on that kid. Not everybody has their kids taken away. Not everybody has to fight for their kids. Most of you, your kids are sitting right in the other room, sitting right in front of you right now. Hopefully, if you listen to what I'm telling you. You don't have to go through the shit. You don't have to go through not a goddamn bad thing. But God's talking to you right now. And He's telling you that if you don't start making better decisions, that might just be you. Are you ready, willing, and accepting your future fate of losing every bit of your heart to whatever that DOC is? If not, then I need you to think twice about doing it again. Join me on June 1st. Where I will let go of my weed. I don't want to let go of. I don't want to let go of my weed. But I know that it's going to be better for me. It's also the last thing that I have to let go of besides my coffee. It does drag me down. It does cost me money that I could be spending elsewhere, making business tactics instead of wishing that I didn't have to live just somewhere that weed is recreationally legal. Oh! Yeah. Listen, if you need to have weed, and weed is what has helped me get through this last 7 years, I'm not gonna lie, it's helped me tremendously. And honestly, if I have pain or ailments, I will use weed again. I'm not gonna, I'm going to be conscious about my weed on June 1st. Because I feel like I have eliminated the things that I need to eliminate completely outside of some of my attitudes and behaviors. I have things I need to work on, but when it comes to the substance abuse, I believe I've gotten rid of the things I need to be getting rid of. I have to say that I've also put away the mushroom coffee and the shilajit and the sea moss. I am a recovering addict, and I'm already having difficulties when it comes to letting go of the weed. So, to get my body dependent on some other substances like the mushroom coffee or the shilajit or the sea moss, I feel would be regressing, and I have come too far to do that. And I love you too much to guide you in the direction of having to try to let go of something else. So I don't feel right providing you with the information like that and saying, take this every day, take this every day, take this every day, because it's just like a pill mill. And you never know. I did a research on the shilajit, and you don't ever really know if you're getting the real deal or not. And if you're not getting the real deal, it could make you sick. It can make you really sick. Luckily, you know, God has blessed many of us with having the ability, because listen, it changed me. Look, listen, I took it for 2 months, 3 months. I took that shit for 3 months, dude. It fucking fired my head, made me feel, so I must have been getting the real deal. Listen, I'm not saying nothing, you know, but at the same time, I do not want to be addicted to anything else. I just don't. I don't want to take that chance. It's like I'm afraid to be in a relationship because I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to move out of Detroit because through all the turmoil, it's the most stable place that I've ever been. This is the longest I've been able to be somewhere, the most secure I've been ever since I've been an adult. Like, for real. And I just keep getting better and better and better every day. Like, this isolation has actually helped me out a lot. For real. It could help many of you out, but a lot of you don't have the ability to do that. But if God puts you in that silent mode, take it. But anyway, back to the story. Listen, as we're training our children to live life differently, 5717, they're not going to need the lessons of how to deal with certain things. You know, like, we don't know how to deal with smallpox. We don't know how to deal with typhoid, or even tuberculosis. Like, people, tuberculosis is still out there, but typhoid flu, I think, is what it is. Anyway, we don't know how to deal with that stuff because it's not around. They eliminated it a long time ago. We would have to look it up to figure out how to get rid of it. And even if we looked it up to try to get rid of it, we would have to shift it into present day, because most of the stuff that they used back then to do anything with doesn't exist today. Like, a lot of plants aren't growing now that were growing back then. They're not as people wouldn't even know where to pick some of the stuff from, or where it even grows. Thank God for internet, but I mean, for real. Either way, the next step after that is to be able to heal your body yourself from the inside out, not needing anything from the outside. Like, everything from the outside is just a plus. We're working on that. The way to listen, get bone broth and meat. Bone broth and meat. I know I gotta pick up some bone broth. I forgot to order some, but I gotta pick up some bone broth. I've been back at meat just a couple days, and I can already feel the difference in my body and my blood flow. Then it's just a couple days from being no meat to going back to meat in just a couple of days, in just a few meals, my body is already making a difference. Add water to that, and you're on it, buddy. You're on it. I want you guys to challenge yourselves. We're 10000. Nice. I want you to challenge yourselves tomorrow. I want you to do 15 minutes or less of exercises. I want you to eat only meat tomorrow and water. And I want you to do that for the next 3 days. When you get up in the morning, as soon as those bad thoughts hit you in the head, I want you to go, not today, Satan, not today. And then I want you to go find something that makes you laugh. Go do some Betty White reels. Like, if that woman can't make you laugh, there's something seriously wrong with your head. I don't care what show you watch. I don't care. Watch some Betty White. No joke. Like, I don't care who you are. If she can't make you laugh, they're like, listen. For those of you who don't know who that is, let me get you hooked up real quick. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Oh yeah, I got you. Hold on. Because, I mean, this woman's soul is so bright. Fuck you, COVID. Listen. You just gotta, like... Okay, I'm gonna show you guys, because you just... Listen, we're somber anyway, you needed this, right? Oh, yes we did, okay. Oh.
And they'd know what it's like to be judged by some physical trait. I mean, just because I'm built like this, you wouldn't believe how many people think I'm dumb.
Rose, you're too hard on yourself. I know people who think you're dumb over the phone.
I wish men would have breasts, just for one day.
Dude, just wait. She is love, dude. I swear to God. I swear to God, I love this woman, dude. She is just it. Oh my God.
How do I look? Like you stepped out of a painting. Of hookers.
I have a major announcement. My sister Beth just told me Canoga Falls is naming the...
Canoga Falls lose a bet or something?
Are you a Star Trek fan?
I've actually never seen a Star Trek movie.
Well, we're going to change that tonight. I'm going to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Unlikely.
Oh boy, if this furniture could talk, huh?
It would be a welcome relief.
Now, all over show business, Victoria Chase is known as a difficult actress.
To watch?
I dreamed that he'd ask me to prom. I knew he would see past my acne and back brace and lazy boob.
Lazy boob?
One boob was slower to grow.
Joy has 2 of those.
I need investors for my first production. In the theater, we call them angels.
In real life, they call them suckers.
It says here that it takes an average of 22 months for a woman over 40 to get pregnant.
Is that counting the 18 months it'll take you to find somebody willing to go there?
Movie.
Is it the Lion King?
Yes!
Is it the lion?
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Not in this case.
Yay! Happy family! Let's have tiny cake.
What flavor is it? The flavor is far out vanilla. Oh my God, look at this. Best before 1986.
So were you.
I call to order the first meeting of Project Oscar. Now, the Academy Award ballots are being mailed out this week, and I am determined to be nominated. So, first order of business.
Get a time machine and give a better performance?
Why did every bird in that bloody show pick me to crap on?
I don't think we should question the wisdom of the animals.
Craig Olson at the Senior Center is turning 100. Elke and I are doing a roast.
A roast? At that age, are you sure it isn't a cremation? So what do you have so far?
I'm not saying Craig has an enlarged prostate, but if he put a hat on it, he could drive in the carpool lane. Boom!
I look at pictures of myself in my 20s when I obsessed over every little flaw and I just want to shake that girl and tell her to relax and enjoy it.
I look at pictures of me in my 70s and I think that.
Well, that gives me hope.
It shouldn't. I started out prettier than you.
What's in my car keys? I'm running late for a manicurist appointment.
Question. Do they charge you extra for those big man hands?
Well, Reverend Lair said he was very pleased with the way the work is going.
Oh, that old pulpit pounder doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. What I actually said was, ask anyone. He's the holiest man around.
Uh-huh.
Well, this date has to go perfectly so I can live out my high school fantasy.
Not graduating in a maternity dress?
Seriously, Mother? Little bastard?
It's still better than Wilbur.
Have you two done any more research into your less interesting heritage?
We contacted an historian who's an expert on the area we're from in Poland. Pretty sure he'll disprove our connection.
But it's science.
Toothbrush science.
Okay. I no offense, but listen. I need you to see a different version of her, because that doesn't give her... It's just not. You have to see her. Okay. This right here might remind you of somebody.
Instead of reading the newspaper, having a coffee, or going for a run, why don't you start your day with a St. Olaf story? We picked 8 of our favorite Rose Nyland St. Olaf stories to kickstart your day.
This is exactly what happened during the Great Herring War.
The Great Herring War?
Yes, between the Lindstroms and the Johansons.
Oh, that great herring war.
The two families control the most fertile herring waters off the coast of Norway, so naturally it seemed like it would be in their best interest to band together. Oh boy, was that a mistake. You see, they couldn't agree on what to do with the herring.
Oh, well, that's understandable. I mean, the possibilities are overwhelming.
Exactly. The Johansons wanted to pickle the herring, and the Lindstroms wanted to train him for the circus.
Weren't they kind of hard to see riding on the elephants?
Oh, not that kind of circus. A herring circus. Sort of like SeaWorld, only smaller. Much, much smaller. But bigger than a flea circus.
Tell me, Rose, did they ever shoot a herring out of a cannon?
Only once. But they shot him into a tree. After that, no other herring would do it.
You're making this up.
I am not. My grandfather told me that story. Of course, he also used to call me by my sister's name. And sometimes he'd wear his underwear on the outside of his pants. I guess he wasn't a very reliable source.
So what was this great disappointment in your life, Rose?
Butter. I wanted to be Butter Queen.
Oh, yeah. What an actress. She was so good and Gone with the Wind. I wanted to be Miss Olivia de Havilland myself.
Blanche, are you listening to this?
Bits and pieces.
Go on.
Well, Butter Queen was our town's highest honor. From the time I was born, my folks groomed me for it. Singing lessons, dancing lessons, junior butter pageants. For 16 years, my entire life revolved around butter.
You were very fortunate. So many of us wasted our youth.
When the time came for the pageant, I was incredible. I showed poise in the evening gown competition. I was brilliant in the oral butter quiz. They couldn't even trip me up with a trick margarine question. That evening, butter was spelled R-O-S-E.
Rose, you're embarrassing yourself. Please don't go on.
I have to, Dorothy. I've kept these bitter butter memories too long. As the pageant drew to its frenzied finale, there I was, alongside the other two finalists, churning my guts out. When all of a sudden, for no apparent reason, my churn jammed. Yes! And just like that, it was over. I'd lost. It was the biggest disappointment in my life. It was small consolation to find out years later there had been churn tampering involved. When I think of my father, I always...
Listen, those just aren't as funny as some of the stuff that I've watched. 11212. Golden Girls is where I learned of Betty White. That's where you're gonna find most. I mean, no offense to these other girls, but especially for my older folks, you're gonna get more out of the Betty White, Golden Girls than the other thing. Like, you can wake up every morning, that woman right there and fucking roar you. Like, love it. Anyway, whew, I did not know we were already on here for over an hour. So I've got cards here. I was gonna do some cards. It's pretty self-explanatory on how to maneuver through this and the best way to go about this situation is just to keep moving forward. Understand that the best way to move through things is positive. I can't imagine what it's like to be any of these people involved in this situation. it definitely put me in check when it comes to me and mine. And I'm just floored right now. And I'm sending lots of prayers, lots of love, and letting you know that the world is not going to stay the way that it is right now. We are in this moment in the opportunity of preventing any of this type of shit from ever happening again. Stand with me. Stand amongst yourselves, however you want to do it. But as a whole, let's do what it takes to live gracefully, productively, appreciatively. Because I don't care who you are. The way of living that's been going on so far seems to be killing off our future the longer we let it go on. And I really believe it's time for us to have the strength, the courage, and the will to shift this as a collective into something we, our ancestors, have prayed for. There's nothing about this world right now that we live in that does not have what it takes to provide peace, love, and honor right now as we stand as a whole. There is no need for God to come down and save us or some big miraculous thing. It doesn't matter if any of that stuff happened. If the thoughts and the way of living are not shifted, God could come down here with all the light in the world and we would dim it just as soon as it hit us, because we are not healed enough to accept it as it is and appreciate it. And that is why it is so important for us to work on ourselves. Nobody is exempt. Everybody has something that they need to be focused on other than somebody else. But if you don't take the time to focus on other people as well as yourself, you're going to miss out, and you're going to lose out on that thought that you need, that feeling that you yearn for. To know that after you work on yourself and while you're working on yourself, on the other side are people who give a fuck. It's there, it's possible, and if you want it, you gotta give it. So be there for people and let them be there for you. And no matter who you are in need of healing too. You are in need of growing, learning, sharing, comforting, comforted. It's a yin-yang thing. What you give, what you get, what you take, what you receive, no matter what word you use, it's all the same. 11806. You are human, and in the midst of your transformation, You will make decisions as human. You will begin to make decisions as spirit as well. Don't feel like you have to hide away like I have. If you have people around you willing to support you throughout, get them to be encouraged enough to join you. Peace is the only way to get into the next realm. There is no other way. There is no magic button. There is no magic person. There is no one holy person that's coming to fucking provide for us. It's a matter of balancing your system. And let me put this out here. There are a lot of people out here that you've never heard of, that God gave special credit to, special gifts to, because they did the work that He asked of them. And He did not hold them back because other people refused to do the work. Let that be you. Let yourself have the ability to forgive yourself for having to leave people behind that aren't ready to see the future for real. Have the decency to be what it takes to move out of your own way by accepting things you cannot define, you do not understand, and the communication is misunderstood. That's where you will find the depth of everything you're looking for. I love you guys. And this world is exactly what you're looking for. I just think the perception's a little off its rocker, a little. And that's okay. Because if it weren't that way, we wouldn't appreciate what's coming our way. And it's a doozy. I saw it today. It's a doozy. But I can't get there by myself. You have to help me. So if you want to go where I'm going, I need you to remind yourself, especially those of you who have children. I'm not saying that anybody who doesn't have children is any less. Please understand that. But for those of you especially who have children right now, I need you to straighten up. I need you to appreciate the ability to parent. The opportunity to form the future into something that is special, that people look forward to, and they work on themselves to make sure they don't miss out on much. A future where everybody is accounted for correctly. One where there is no judging, there is no harming, and there is no unloving. We're getting there. But there is no one person that's going to be at the top. There is no bunch of people at the bottom. There is no group that's going to get there before another. And there is no group that is more important than another. We all have our space, our time, and our positions in this opportunity that are all important in their own way. So don't let anybody think or tell you for any reason that you are incapable of being a part of this situation. But I'm going to tell you, if you're going to be a part of this situation, you better have some thick skin or get some. Because it's raw over here. And if there's something that you need to be getting to fixing, it's going to be pointed out to you. And it may not come out in the ways that you're expecting, wishing, or praying. It's going to be set in your face where you cannot forget it, you cannot avoid it, and you must attend to it. You must be ready for that. Don't fight the teacher. These are lessons that if you want to get what God has planned for you, you must go through. It doesn't have to be as hard on you as it has people in the past. As long as you listen to the people that have already been through it, or that are getting through it in ways that are easier than the rest. There are ways to get away without having to digress or take other chances that are going to put you in a dark spot. People have already been there. Listen. There's enough room for everybody. But if you're not willing to put in the work, nobody is being forced to stay behind to save you anymore. Confirmation. It is up to you how far you get to go in the galaxies being shown to us in the future. How hard are you willing to work? And it's not at McDonald's. You have to center your spirit, your mind, and your body. Nobody is allowed to go to these places in a form that will put them at risk of using whatever it is they're getting in a way to hurt somebody or recreate a world of hate, demise, and spite all over again. So that's why it's very important that we get our mannerisms in check this year. It is very important that we check those who need to be checked in a way that is healing. You cannot sweep these motherfuckers under the rug or under this or under that and expect the energy to shift, because the energy is still there. It's still going to cause issues. You have to take the time to heal it. You have to take the time to transfer it into something different. Period. So, I'm going to ask y'all to do me a couple favors, if you don't mind. You know that I love you. You know I want what's best for all of us. To be empowered with light and need nothing other than for life. None of it.
You need to hear this if you're a seeker of peace and emotional serenity. Let's lighten that load with the gentle power of stones and essential oils, uniquely suited for fostering forgiveness and acceptance. First up, rose quartz. This soft pink stone is not just pretty to look at. It's known as the stone of love, healing heartaches and encouraging forgiveness by opening up the heart chakra. Hold it during meditation or keep it close when you feel the need to let go of past hurts. Now, let's talk about a perfect pairing, lavender oil. Just a few drops in your diffuser or on your pillow, and its calming scent helps soothe anxiety and foster a spirit of peace and reconciliation. Combining these might just be your first step towards healing. Keep them by your side and let their gentle energies guide you towards a place of better emotional health. So why not give them a try? They might just help you unlock a more peaceful, forgiving you.
I don't think people understand the power hidden in simplicity. Tonight, let's explore how the Earth's gifts, like crystals and essential oils, can transform our sleep. Imagine this. Your very own sanctuary filled with tranquility and peace, courtesy of nature's finest aids. Start with amethyst. This violet stone isn't just beautiful, it's a powerhouse for inducing calmness and warding off nightmares. Place it on your nightstand and let its serene vibes envelop your room. Next, introduce lavender essential oil to your bedtime routine. Just a few drops in a diffuser or on your pillow, and the soothing aroma works like a charm, easing you into a deep, peaceful slumber. Not a fan of lavender? No worries. Chamomile oil is another great choice, known for its gentle, calming properties that reduce anxiety and set the stage for a restful night. Combine these with a simple meditation or gentle music, and you've crafted the perfect pre-sleep ritual. So tonight, embrace the calm, let these natural elements guide you to dreamland, and wake up refreshed and rejuvenated.
Sit in silence for a moment and listen. The answers you have been seeking are finally coming to you. Truly trust and believe that you are going to make it and be exactly where you need to be. We are on this journey with you. Hang in there. It's not much longer. Perhaps you are reminded all too often just how quickly the phases in your life can shift. One change after another, you are learning to adapt and grow. Be kind and gentle to yourself. If you find yourself stuck in a situation you are unhappy with, ask yourself why you are still there. Is it fear of the unknown? Leaving toxic situations or people can be the best thing you can do for your soul and your spirit. Be fierce. If you're noticing changes within yourself, it is because you are leaving the old version of yourself behind. You are elevating and shedding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending, and new beginnings are on the horizon. You deserve this new chapter. I hope this message has helped you out in some way. I really do. Look here, have more faith in yourself. Be proud of how you are navigating every curveball that life throws at you. How you deal with those times show your true inner resilience. Nothing can break that. That in itself is an inspiration for others. Keep shining your light. You are doing your best, and that is enough. Any difficulties you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Focus all of your energy and love, happiness, and your dreams, hopes, on love, happiness, and your hopes and dreams. 131:24. It's not hard. It's just a step. You keep trying to find a reason why you're not ready for it. But you've got what it takes right now. Right now. And listen, you don't have to lose anybody to have to make it. You don't have to do anything negative to make better choices in your life. Now, I'm not even going to go into the story of my situation at all because mine is different than what everybody else is. But I'm going to promise you that if I can stay sober through what I've been through, your sober journey is easy peasy. And I'm going to give you the information that you need to make sure of it. I'm going to help you like God helped me get to where you need to go. Just follow me, and we're going to be making history. New Bibles for people to be looking at 6,000 years from now. Because it's so beautiful. They just want to know how love, love, love. Until tomorrow, love, light, light, kisses, and blessings.
Sitting back, relaxing in the deep. Spring breeze blowing, feeling so free. Learning new things, growing every day. Getting right, the spirit finding my way. In Detroit, where the Motor City hums. Under the sun, where the cool breeze comes. Life's a journey, taking it slow. In the heart of the city, watching my soul grow, grow. Feeling the rhythm of the city streets. With every step my spirit meets. The history, the struggle, the pride in Detroit, where my heart resides. So here's to the deep, where I find my peace. In the spring breeze, my worries cease. Learning and growing day by day. In Detroit, Michigan, I'm here to stay. Detroit, where the Motor City hums. Under the sun, where the cool breeze comes.